Have you ever considered making money and keeping all of your dollars without paying income tax? For some lucky expats, this is not a fantasy, it's a reality. Some countries charge no income tax, making them ideal for remote workers, business owners, and retirees who want to save more. In this video, we will take you through 10 amazing tax-free destinations where you can live, work, and save your money without worrying about tax deductions. Let's begin! Number 10. Bahamas. It is one of the most gorgeous locations with lovely beaches, warm weather, and no income tax. As one of the world's leading vacation spots, this country receives sufficient income from tourism and does not require citizens to pay income tax. Therefore, it is a fantastic option for expats who want to save and still want an island life. Getting temporary residence in the Bahamas is easy. You just pay $1,000 to the immigration office and it can be renewed yearly. Purchasing property is the way to go. If you invest at least $750,000 in property, your application will be processed as a priority. Generally, the higher you invest, the better your chance of approval. Citizenship is far more difficult to obtain because no established investment program exists. Ready for tax-free living on a tropical island. Number 9. Bahrain. It is among the wealthier nations globally due to being among the first nations to discover oil. The small Gulf country is among the countries where expats pay no income tax. It is not that difficult to live in Bahrain, particularly in Manama, which is a cosmopolitan city with a large expat population. Becoming a permanent resident is not that simple, though. You may be eligible if you are retired, invest at least $133,000 in property, or invest $266,000 in a Bahraini business. Though permanent residence is an option, citizenship is much harder to achieve. Bahrain is an excellent choice if you want a tax-free lifestyle in the Gulf. Just don't anticipate a second passport anytime soon, though. Number 8. Bermuda. A British overseas territory in the North Atlantic Ocean is well known for its pink sand beaches and zero income tax. It only has a population of 64,000 and provides a calm and lovely location to live. Unlike some of the other tax-free nations, there is no investment-backed or permanent residence in Bermuda. Will require a work permit, which is typically 1 to 5 years or sometimes longer. There is no income tax, but a payroll tax does exist. This is paid by employers, but they can withhold as much as 10.25% of the employees' salaries. If you are working individually, you will be required to pay the payroll tax yourself. Bermuda is still an excellent choice if you desire to live a tax-free life on a wonderful island. Number 7. Malta. This country has one of the most powerful citizenship and residency schemes in Europe, providing a great alternative to those who wish to enjoy tax benefits and entry to the EU. Its exceptional investor naturalization program is the only direct citizenship by investment program in the European Union, with citizens able to obtain Maltese citizenship through investment. Moreover, Malta also offers a unique tax residence condition under the Global Residence Program, a GRP, where persons can benefit from a 15% flat tax on foreign earned income received in Malta. However, they are required to have a minimum tax burden of £15,000 annually. Therefore, the residents have to pay at least this amount as tax in a given year. EU and non-EU citizens are qualified to apply for the program, subject to certain qualifications. One of the qualifications is that one must not be a Maltesian citizen and did not reside in Malta during the last 5 years prior to applying. The applicants must also possess an annual income of not less than £1 million or assets worth at least £5 million. Another condition is to buy or lease a property in Malta so that they can have a residence in the country. The scheme presents a reasonable option for those seeking to have a European base with a congenial taxing regime, since the tax on income is low in Malta compared to most other EU countries. Due to its Mediterranean lifestyle, robust economy, and taxation policies, Malta is the ideal destination for people wishing to achieve European residency or citizenship at affordable tax rates. Number 6. Cayman Islands. Similar to Malta, the Cayman Islands is also a lovely tax-free paradise with breathtaking beaches and a well-developed tourism sector supporting its economy. As the government does not depend on income taxes, it is a favorite choice for affluent expats to move to a tropical paradise. There are 3 general methods of becoming a resident in the Cayman Islands: working for an in-country company, investing considerably, or establishing a business there. If you go the investment route, you must earn a minimum of $145,000 annually and invest a minimum of $1.2 million in property or in in-country companies to qualify for Grand Cayman residency. In 5 years, you can qualify for citizenship by naturalization. Like most Caribbean countries, the more you invest, the more convenient it becomes to attain permanent residence. If you're willing to relocate to lower tourist islands such as Cayman Brac, you'll be able to invest less and still make it through. While the Cayman Islands presents a wonderful tax-free living experience, it suits high net worth investors with strong stomachs who can endure the investment minimums. Number 5, Vanuatu. It is a stunning Pacific island country that finances its government primarily on the income it receives from tourism. Vanuatu is also one of the very few tax-free nations where you can easily and reasonably acquire a second passport through its Citizenship by Investment program. Following a devastating cyclone in 2015, the government of Vanuatu revived its Citizenship by Investment program to raise money for reconstruction. Currently, this program is one of the easiest and cheapest in the world. In comparison to other comparable programs in the Caribbean, Vanuatu provides a cheaper path to citizenship, and the strength of its passport has increased considerably over the past few years. The worst drawback of Vanuatu is its isolation. While there are a few budget flights from big cities such as Kuala Lumpur, traveling to the island is costly and time-consuming. But if you need a hassle-free and convenient way of acquiring tax-free citizenship, Vanuatu is still a very good choice. If you can manage the travel distance, it might be well worth the inconvenience to live a tax-free life in paradise. Number 4, Maldives. Imagine waking up in an overwater villa with crystal clear water all around you and living a peaceful, high life without costing a penny of income tax. This isn't a fantasy in the Maldives. This country has high-end tourism, and the economy is structured around resorts, diving sites, and island getaways more than tax. Consequently, natives and tourists do not have to pay tax on earnings, which makes the Maldives one of the appealing destinations for someone who wants to live tax-free. But just as it sounds amazing to live in heaven without tax, it is far from reality for someone who wants to live here permanently. The Maldives is very strict in the matter of residency and citizenship, and therefore it is practically impossible for foreigners to settle there permanently. One of the strongest deterrents is that to be even eligible for permanent residency or citizenship in any shape or form, you have to be a Sunni Muslim. Even so, there is no program under which foreign nationals can acquire citizenship or permanent residence based on investment, work, or anything else. It means the Maldives is not a straightforward option for expats or remote workers to consider setting up a long-term tax-free base. You can enjoy temporary residence here for almost 6 months, but for permanent residency, you might have to consider other options. Number 3, Monaco. It is a small but wealthy state on the French Riviera and is arguably the world's best-known tax-free haven. With no income tax, Monaco has become the playground of European jet-setters. It is secure and lovely and has also drawn high-income earners who wish to save their money. Getting a visa is a lot simpler than in most of the other tax-free countries as well. However, you must demonstrate your wealth by investing a few $1,000,000 before applying for residency. The good news is that obtaining the residency is simple because Monaco welcomes wealthy expats. Monaco is one of the best tax-free locations for individuals who desire European luxury over island living. It could be the perfect location to enjoy a life of luxury without paying a penny in income taxes. Number 2, United Arab Emirates. The United Arab Emirates, UAE, is a highly free economy that ranks 22nd in the Index of Economic Freedom and first in the Middle East and North Africa region. UAE is trade open and low taxed, and hence it has become a favorite among expats and entrepreneurs who want to live in a tax-free environment. Like some of the surrounding countries, the UAE is blessed with oil riches, so citizens do not have to pay personal income tax. The UAE actively encourages foreign investment, and the cities of Dubai and Abu Dhabi are now international business centers. Due to its good safety standing, modernity, and well-developed infrastructure, the United Arab Emirates is one of the most accessible Gulf nations in which to live and invest. It is conservative but multicultural and more open-minded than a lot of its neighbors. It is also easier to attain residency in the UAE than in the other Gulf states, Although there is no permanent residency in the country for foreign investors, the UAE has launched long-term visas, such as 10-year residence visas for specific professionals, investors, and entrepreneurs. Most long-term expats and lawyers affirm that as long as you maintain your investments, respect local laws, and endure the bureaucracy, you can reside in the UAE for decades. While the UAE only recently imposed a 9% corporate tax on certain companies, it is still one of the most popular tax-free destinations for individuals. Number 1. St. Kitts and Nevis. If you want to obtain tax-free citizenship quickly and easily, St. Kitts and Nevis is one of the most popular choices. This calm Caribbean island has a citizenship by investment program where foreign nationals can obtain citizenship in return for an investment. Compared to the cost of similar programs in other countries, St. Kitts and Nevis is the lowest cost program. And that's why it's so well liked by those who desire a second passport and tax-free living. There are 2 ways to get citizenship by investment. The first one is giving a donation of $250,000 to the Sustainable Growth Fund in order to increase the economy of the country and projects. The second is an investment of a minimum of $325,000 in a state-approved real estate project, e.g., resorts, hotels, and residential schemes. Both of the processes contain a simple step of acquiring citizenship, and it can be attained within less than a year. This is a great option for those who desire to cut their tax expenditure legally and yet are able to travel without any restraints. In search of a hassle-free and easy way to become tax-free citizens, St. Kitts and Nevis can prove to be an ideal solution. Now, you know some of the top tax-free havens where expats can retire tax-free on income. If you enjoyed this video, remember to like and subscribe for further videos on life abroad and financial freedom. We'd love to hear your thoughts. What tax-free country would you move to, or do you have another fantastic tax country we didn't cover? Leave your ideas in the comments section below and let's kick off the discussion. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.